Hello friends, welcome back. Due to my short-term memory loss, even making these videos are quite difficult for me because I make it and I leave bits out and I don't want to keep remaking and remaking them, which I have one or two already. So I got me a list of a few things that Peter said to me around this time, beginning the second week of May 1995, and just before that what he told me. And one of the things he told me when he spoke about Cat Stevens being one of the four of them that come here in the 40s, reincarnated to serve, is that Cat Stevens had sung one song and apparently it's about me. But I ain't got a clue which one because I've never looked into it that deeply, although I've got some of his songs and some of them have got meanings. And you know, I believe he was here for a purpose, Cat Stevens. I believe he was here to help the awakening and to sing songs about spirituality and how we should be, maybe, and you know, about loving each other, and even some he spoke about, I see the light coming through me, coming to me, coming through me, is one of his songs. You know, so there's others. Now, one of the other things Peter made quite categorically clear to me, that there is no hell, absolutely no hell, no devil, and I didn't believe in hell as it happens anyway myself. The next thing he told me about was there are 12 planes of spirit, he told me. And he told me that the first plane of spirit, plane 1, Father God calls it, is the earth plane. And this is part of the spirit realm. It is part of the spiritual existence. So there's plane 1. And he said each plane is an evolutionary progression upon the next. So each plane is more progressed than the last. So he said that Jesus and himself live on plane 10, and Peter lives in the Citadel, which is a fortress city on plane 10. And that's his home. That he said that my past life had come back from plane 10. He also said that Father God lives on plane 12, and that people have only progressed to plane 10, so there's, you know, whether we ever will get to plane 12 or not, I don't know. I don't know what plane 11's used for, or whether it's another plane we can evolve to later on, but not even Jesus and Peter have evolved to that plane, so what it's for I don't know. Peter also said that his home is protected, that no evil spirit could get into it. This was relevant to myself, but I didn't really have any fear or any worries. I was naive about what some spirit are like, and you know, innocent, because I thought I could trust all spirit. I really did. Peter said that Father God had brought 2 pinnacles of light into his home, and one was in his front room, right by the front room window, and he lived at 109 Cypress Road, Belfields Estate, Guildford. And the other was in the middle of his back garden. And you know, I don't know exactly what they were for, but he said it took Father God a few days to bring those lights to his home. And he said that, I believe that's why the lights were there, that his home, 109 Cypress Road, was actually part of the Citadel. That part of heaven had been brought to earth, or part of the spirit realm being brought to earth. He also mentioned Jesus' birthday, and he said Jesus' birthday is the 17th of December, which is just over a week before. Later, when I saw him, because I moved back with him for a short time in October of 95, because I was having spiritual problems then, Peter, the people that were giving me those problems, thought there was going to be a second coming, and Peter was aware of this, of Jesus Christ, and he categorically stated there will be no second coming of Jesus Christ, that Jesus Christ has no desire or wish to return to this plane. He also said what Jesus' actual last words were on the cross, and he said Jesus' last words on the cross were, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. They were the second to last words, and the last words were, Father, do not forsake me. Then he passed over. Apparently at that time Peter was very angry, and he come in his spatial form, I guess, upon the earth, and he wreaked some havoc, he told me, and I don't think he hurt anybody, of course, not, but I believe he may have done some things, maybe like flattening a few crops or knocking a few barrows over or something. I don't know what he was capable of doing, but he was not happy that what they'd done to his brother. So I'll go on to talk about what Peter said about that later on, but well, I'll do it now. He turned around and he said to me, this is what he said a bit later on from now, but he said, I have no desire to serve upon the earth publicly because I do not want to be nailed to the door. And that's what he said. That's why he didn't want to serve down here, because he didn't want to be crucified and treated like his brother. So I didn't know that meant I was going to be a teacher here at that time, but later on I became aware of that. So I thank you, I bless you for watching. Love and light, Shep.